welcome to another beautiful sunny day on my European adventure. So, yesterday I ended up getting up quite late because I was tired and blah blah blah. And I've learned a lot of things on this trip, and one thing I've learned is to do this successfully, you do need to make sure you're up and packed early-ish, because you need to set off at a decent time in the morning, not lunchtime, because you end up doing by the time you've had a couple of stops and something to eat and covered a reasonable amount of distance, it's going to be too late to check in or look for something wherever you're going. So that's one thing I'm going to tailor for the rest of this trip. So what happened yesterday was, after my cooking adventure, which turned out to be quite good in the end and profitable, because I now know for the rest of the trip. So what I did, I packed up, made a steady trip down south. I thought to myself, I'll head as far as I can to Genoa, which is near where my next camping is. So I paid for that yesterday via Airbnb, and it was £16, and it looks a really nice place. So what I decided to do, it was blistering heat. It was about 12 o'clock. I'd just left. I pulled in for a drink somewhere, and I thought, I've got to get on some sort of quick road, because my body temperature in my clothing was through the roof, and I felt really uncomfortable. So I did the thing. I put on motorways, and I thought, get as far as I can to the place today called Genoa. It was about 300 miles from my last destination. I thought, if I can do 150, get there for a reasonable time, a rendezvous halfway point, which I had no idea where I was staying, then I thought that I can recuperate some of the time and get into my new routine. So I hit the motorways and made relatively good progress. Now I did 182 miles yesterday, so I've got 116 to do today. And it's good because it's only sort of 9:30 and I want to leave here for say 11, because I've just got to pack up and everything like that. And I can be at my next destination in a comfortable time and set up camp and cook properly and have a better perspective of things, so everything's not a rush. Now what happened yesterday, I've learnt again from these French toll roads. I thought, okay, you expect the tolls, okay, that's fine. Now, after going, I come to the just before the border of Italy, and you come to this place called Frigis Tunnel. It's about 10 kilometres long, it goes right through the mountain. Anyway, I pulled over, and the guy at the pay, it wasn't automated, you did literally have to pay with your card. €36. I said to the guy, there must be some mistake, I'm on a motorcycle. He said, no, well, that is half price. So if you was in a car, I mean, there's no other way around it. It's miles and miles and miles, and I appreciate why people would pay it. But I took the motorways for a quick route yesterday, and I didn't expect to pay that. I mean, that's a night's accommodation on this trip. So I had no choice, so I paid it. Then about 20 minutes later, I was in Italy. So once I crossed over the border, obviously I didn't understand a damn thing. Everything's in Italian, obviously. Their toll roads, their motorcycle toll roads, are the same for motorcyclists and cars. So I thought, I've done literally about 150 miles, 160. So I thought, I'll pull over, let's see the situation. So I pulled over, had a bit of pizza and a coffee. And I said to myself, right, let's do a bit of research here. Let's A, look where I'm going to stop tonight, because I'm not going to travel any further. And B, let's look at the situation with the roads. Now, I took off motorways. I took off toll roads and just left it on motorways. Absolutely fine, perfect. I was still on the decent roads, covering a bit of distance. I then decided after about 170 miles, I'm going to come off the motorways. So I came off and I found, and I was going through the countryside, it was beautiful, so I thought, right, it's getting on for about 6 o'clock here. I need to find something. I was sweating like a pig. So I found somewhere on Airbnb, and I arrived at this beautiful country house in the middle of nowhere. I've got French doors, balcony, €50 with breakfast, and my bike's safe, it's in a barn. I might be able to show it in a minute when we look outside. And it's very rustic, it's really nice, it's beautiful. And I was so lucky to find it, and I needed some home comforts, I needed a shower. I mean, even the flies wouldn't fly around me, I was that bad. So, yeah, it was very welcoming to come to something which felt like a palace, and it is a palace. And they're very friendly here. Couldn't be more friendlier. After I guzzled about half a litre of freezing cold Coca-Cola, because that's all they could offer me, I was, needed this. And they did tell me it's a heat wave. It's a real, 35 degrees, 36 degrees. It's going about 36 today, so yeah, at least I'm not going to be riding all day. And I've got my accommodation sorted tonight, so I'm going to try and look at my accommodation the day before. So let's have a look outside. I mean, is that the wow factor? Beautiful Italian morning. So I don't know if you can make out the bike. It's right over there, in that little shed with the cars. So this is in a place called Boscoro Tondo, and it's a beautiful area. Today I'm going to be doing 116 miles, which works out at about 3.5 hours. Beautiful ride to a place near Genoa. Now that's the very north coast of Italy. It's going to be a good next 4 days, and this is what is exciting me about this trip. I'm not knowing, I'm excited. I've never been into Italy before properly. I've been over the border, but I'm really looking forward to this part. So I'm going to get cracking now, get the bike packed up, and I'm going to be on my way. So flyers, what a beautiful Italian morning going through the countryside. Couldn't skip this bit without showing you guys how beautiful it is. You've got, look, fields, beautiful. So I really enjoyed that stay there, I really needed it, really good break. I did a cut, new video, really chuffed. Getting the hang of all this gear now, this camera gear and everything like that. I did one of the unthinkables yesterday. I actually created some footage and the mic wasn't connected to the camera, so apologies if didn't look quite as professional as the previous ones, but you get there. We're getting there with everything. So I've got 111 miles, 3.5 hours of beautiful Italian countryside. So I'm really looking forward to today's ride, and I'm going to get there at around about 3 o'clock, which is great. Set the tent up. I've already told the hostess that I'm on my way. Set the tent up, grab some food and just relax, and make sure I get up in a decent amount of time tomorrow for the next step. And I'm also going to plan the next step as well. I'm going to see. It's all right winging it, but you've got to know where you're going, and most of the time you don't have to. We can get away with it, but as I'm finding out, I would rather get somewhere organised, because it's high season here. It's mid-August. Campsites everywhere are full, and they will not let you on. It doesn't matter how much you say, excuse me, I've got a small tent and just a motorbike and just me. They don't want to know. I think it's for their insurance purposes. If it's the same in the UK, you're allowed so many pictures and that's it. Look at this. Look at it. It's lovely. I feel like some spaghetti. Bar pizzeria. So, let's head out and get to our next destination, and I will see you all when I get there. Well, I thought I'd pull over for a coffee in this shaded bit of laid by. I've rode about 70 miles through every little town, and I'm telling you straight, I could not find a coffee. There's no supermarkets, everywhere's closed. I mean, you think France is bad for all this? Epic roads though, epic scenery, nice twisters at the moment, just coming down the side of the mountain, and I'm going to show you in a minute after this. I'm going to put the camera on the helmet and show you the ride. It's absolutely epic. I've got about another 50 miles to go, no, 45, something like that. And I'm so glad that I didn't take the toll roads, because I'm here to see the country and I'm seeing a lot of Italy. Now, one of the things that's grabbed me by being here, it is exceptionally beautiful. Please don't think anything else. But if you think the roads are bad in Britain, then you want to see the B roads and A roads in Italy. They are absolutely disastrous. And what is quite ironic as well, a lot of these roads are very, very straight, which to me indicates Roman roads. So the chief civilization known to man, the king of road builders, well, 2,000 years later, the roads are absolutely dire. Now, I'm not just talking potholes, I'm talking craters. It's absolutely ridiculous, some of them. I've never seen roads like it, not even in England. Then you can go through a patch of that and it's absolutely beautiful again. But generally, I would say about 35% of these back roads are dire, absolutely dire. But then the other 70% are beautiful. It's really, really weird how you can go from one to another, but I'm in a beautiful place at the moment. I've gone through some amazing countryside. From when I left you at the last one, I didn't think I could get any better than that, but this is awesome. I'm going to show you the sweepy bends as well in a minute. So, a bit of a progress update. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have travelled before on a bike and had the same issues, but I keep losing stuff. I've just gone to make a coffee because I can't find a coffee shop, no corner shops, nothing, and I've lost my cup. I pack everything away to a T, everything. I don't rush when I pack up because I don't want to be stressed on this trip. I've filled every hole, orifice, everything's in the right place, clothes, cooking stuff, bric-a-brac in there. It's gone. It's gone. My bath towel, I know I left that somewhere on a branch. And I know I've left my shower gel somewhere. But now I've lost my cup and my teaspoon. How? When I left the last camping spot, I took everything out and put it all back in, and I checked everything and double checked that I'd not left anything on the floor. And it's gone. So I have no idea. So now, if I find a supermarket, I've got to buy a towel, some shower gel, and a cup, and a teaspoon. Well, I can do without a teaspoon, I've got a tablespoon, but... So I'm now drinking my coffee. Luckily, this, what I've shown you the other day, I'm drinking out of that. So yeah, I don't know where all that shit's gone, to be honest. So, how's the trip going? Good today, relaxing. Getting a bit, I've done 2 hours and I'm starting to get a bit saddle sore, so that's why I pulled over, and I needed the shady spot really because it's sweltering today. I think we're on about 36, 37, I bet it's topping 38 in some places. So yeah, this welcome spot is pretty good. And there's no traffic really. It's pretty good. So I'm going to get back on the bike. I'm going to show you some of these sweepy bends because they are phenomenal. This is biker's heaven when the roads are decent. And check out the countryside because we're going down now into a valley, and the mountains are filled wall to wall with trees. It's surreal. It's absolutely beautiful. I've put my speedo into kilometres per hour because there is a lot of cameras around here and I don't want to be guessing. I mean, whether they work or not, I don't know. I mean, you don't get points if you get speeding on Europe. You just have to pay a fine. So worst case scenario is I'd have to pay a fine, but yeah, there's loads of speed cameras and they're in places like, you know, you look at it's gone down to 50, right, which is a 30 zone, and these are like open roads with no traffic on them, and you just know in your subconscious mind of a rider or a car driver, you know that you can be going faster. But then you lose yourself, get a bit fruity, and then you notice another camera, so you have to like keep yourself back in check. So yeah, so let's crack on and let's get to this campsite. found it eventually. And what a bloody stunning place it is. Lots of flies though. The climate here is like so tropical. I don't know if the camera or microphone can pick it up, but you can hear the wildlife. I'm gonna turn into David, what's his name, David Berryman. So, another thing I've learnt, probably bring some mozzie spray next time. And I'm not bit, oh yeah, I've just been bit. We'll be right, you know, we'll be right. So, I've got to show you some of my equipment this time while we're setting it up. First of all, this, 60 quid, it's a mattress from Decathlon. Now, it sounds a lot for a mattress, but you know, you need your good night's sleep. So all you do, take it out the bag, now this has got foam inside, and you've got these two valves here, one's in and one's out. So we close the out one, open the in. You can hear it stuck in there already. So you chuck that down. While you're setting your tent up. Now what's happening with that is it's drawing the air in as the foam's expanding. And all I have to do is put about 4 or 5 puffs of big air into that, and it's done. And it's better than any bloody inflatable mattress as well. We got the chair. I mean, these are all critical when you're camping on a bike, because you've not got a car you can sit in or a camper van. You know, the first time I went moto camping, I didn't take a chair, but luckily they had some picnic tables next to the one I was staying at, so it did the job. So the chair, ta-da! I mean, it don't get any more simple than that, does it? So that goes on there. Then you got this. So you remember the bag bit goes to the top, so that goes in there. It goes in there. That goes in there. And that goes in there. Then we've got these supports, front and bottom, so that they don't, because it tries to open up, so that stops it from, when you're sitting on it, the pressure, it tightens it. Now, obviously it's a good one, good mate this. OEX. The same as my other thing that I've got, the burner. I didn't know that when I bought this, but I know this was like 60 quid as well. But I wanted a decent one. I mean, look at that. And you got to buy something that is comfy. I mean, look, I can just relax. I can sit like that all night. Tired today. No, the campsite's pretty good actually. I don't know. I was a bit, you know, I don't know what to expect. I mean, 15 euros. The woman that owns it was a nice house, and I didn't expect that. And she spoke absolutely fantastic English. I said, "Are you Italian?" She says, "Yeah." She says, "But I lived in Oxford." I mean, she's proper Oxford. Really, like, good accent. You couldn't even tell she was Italian. She just looked very olive-skinned. But yeah, I find that everywhere I've stopped, campsites and stuff like that, and B&B's so far in Italy, which is only twice, it's good English. So I mean, this is all I want. It is a bit, you know, sparse, but it's rustic, you know. I like it. I do me. And I'm in the middle of the hills. Oh, could just relax. So let's get the tent up. Once we've got the tent up, it's all downhill. Ugh. Now this is my duffel bag, my Lomo, 100% waterproof, 60 quid. Seems everything's 60 quid, but I roll it up, I roll the tent really tight, and then I put my sleeping bag around it. I'm sort of copying that Wingman of the Road stuff, how that's fitted. And I'm not paying £600-700 or whatever they are, 500 quid upwards for one of them. And I've heard they're pretty cold. So I've got my army sleeping bag, which is suitable for sleeping in the snow. Now, due to the magic of camera, ta-da! Love this tent. Took me about less than 10 minutes to set up. So all good. So I've got the mattress in there. All the gubbins away, so I'm just going to put stuff in there now, and then I've got my eggs on the boil. I'm going to do a bit of pasta tonight, pesto, mix it in with a bit of tuna as well, and then grab a shower. Now they've got a bit of a bar here apparently down there, so might have to go and check that out. So let me just get sorted and I'll be back. Good morning. Oh, another night in a tent. Oh, my 50-year-old back. Oh, I've not got skeletal or muscular issues, but I tell you, 50 years old and sleeping in a tent, it's just, I don't know if it's the weight of me, the jaw. Oh. Anyway, enough of that. I've just crawled out the pit, so I'll be all right in about 10 minutes. So I've got my coffee. So today, what am I going to be doing today? Well, funny you should ask that, because I didn't really know. As you know with these vlogs, I'm planning it day by day. I know roughly where I'm going. I'm going to head to Pisa today to see that funny tower thing that's on a slant. And I'm not going to take the non-motorway route today, because it's 4 hours of windy road. And in reality, it's not 4 hours. It's about 6 or 7, because you've got to keep stopping. You've got to try and find a fuel station. Your sat-nav actually loses signal because you're in the middle of nowhere, literally in the mountains. Now look, I've done all that yesterday, and it was great. And I know, I'm sure you guys watching this are thinking, well, I'd go through them. I'm not taking the motorways. And I thought that. But you know what? Today, I just need to cover some ground. You know, I'm getting tired, and people, listen to me, doing this, it's fun, it's great, and I'm having a good adventure, but it's very, very tiring. Windy roads for hours and hours and hours, and I'm not just talking bends, I'm talking hairpins, literally down, all the way down the side of a mountain. As roads are. So I've done it all day yesterday and it was great. But I want something new now for this trip. So I just want to get somewhere within a reasonable amount of time, have a look at, mooch about, and I think I'll find either a hotel when I get there, B&B, or a campsite. I know there's not going to be one in the middle of the city, but Pisa's next to a huge national park, so there must be something. So and we're working my way down to Rome over the next couple of days, and I just want to cover ground quite quickly. After Pisa, Rome is about 200 miles from there, so I could do the stint over the next few days and just, get to Rome. I mean, you've got to go to Rome, it's the capital. So when I get to Rome, definitely I'll be spending the day there walking around, just having coffee, pizza, food. I want to see Rome. I've never been to Rome, let alone Italy, but Rome is obviously the capital, so I've got to spend a day there and I've got to be comfortable in a hotel, lock the bike up and get the bus into the city centre or something like that. So that's going to be a good day, and it's going to be worth spending the money and stuff like that. So I want to be doing that. I don't know don't even ask me where I'm going to go after that, because I don't know. I did think of Amalfi Coast, and I still would like to see that, but I'm getting further and further south, which is more and more I've got to travel back up to my, but it's fine. So that's where I am, and these vlogging trips are starting to tire me out. I've stopped in hotels and put these videos together, but I'm not going to bed. One night I stopped up all night just to get a video out, and it's good, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the vlogging, but it takes time. Not just to put the video together, but when you're on the road as well, you're stopping. All these little bits of footage of me riding the bike, doing the center. You've got to get off your bike. You switch the camera and you ride past it again, and then a car will just block your view or something. Then you've got to do it all again. And you're stripping with sweat at the same time. It's I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. I'm really enjoying all of this. I am enthusiastic. My mental health is really good as well. It's I'll listen to that. Listen to the church bell, dong dong dong. And it doesn't stop in the middle of the night either. It's all night, that thing is. But it's rural Italy, rural, and I'm loving it. But yeah, it's quite tiring doing these vlogs. So I'm gonna have a break for that reason, because I just need to get my energy levels back up, and basically just have a break for a couple of days. But I don't think there's anything to show you guys at the moment, because I'm just basically doing what I did yesterday. So, and it's going to be the motorway. So I'm going to do the next couple of days. I'm going to do some short videos of monuments and things that I've seen, and then I'm going to compile it all together, sort of a part 3, but it'll be part 4. Part 4 won't be a day, it'll be a collection of like monuments and places that I've seen, and I think personally I'd like that on my own vlog, the places that I've seen, like the Tower of Pisa, the Colosseum, Circus Maximus. So yeah, and I'll probably be on foot for all that stuff anyway. So I want to catch up with you guys when I get back from that, and I think that will be a good idea. So I've just decided that in the time that I've made this coffee. And this trip, everything you see is raw. Nothing's narrated, nothing's planned. Even when I'm talking to the camera, it's not planned. It's from my brain to you. So thanks for watching this one. I hope you've enjoyed it and seen some beautiful Italy that I wish you could sense the smell as well, because it's something about the smell of this place. I don't know if it's all the vegetation, the humidity, but it's very, very, smells nice. Oh, another dog. I must be in the middle of 2 churches here. So I've got a church over there and a church over there. I have dongs in stereo in the middle of the night. Stereo quality. Right guys, I'll catch up with you soon. And remember, ride safe.